Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to the live stream today. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again. Shout out to the NTZ crew, Michael Beecher Life and Jacob Tanje. I'm sure you're going to be on here. Shout out to all my fourth quarter members. I appreciate y'all support. All my old heads, there's Doubtful Genius. What's up, Jeff Patata? Happy Veterans Day to all the veterans. Any new viewers and subscribers joining us today, welcome. And anybody catching this on replay, I gotta mention my haters because they watching. they watching. I know stalkers. What's up, Harry Shoulders? There's Matt. Where are you, Matt? You know we always have a topic, but let me say that the peso is 58.5. Beautiful. It's a great time to be in the Philippines. And the topic today is a post-nut analysis on the Philippines, part 2. I want to continue this discussion on the transformation we go through upon our arrival in the Philippines, amongst other things. But we'll talk about whatever y'all want to talk about. What's up, William? I don't have any updates. Does anybody have any updates on the Elliot Eastman? Let's keep him in the news. Let's keep him in the loop. That's why I always mention him, but I don't have any updates. What's up, Retired 2019? Yeah, I know I'm up against the Sunday night football. I was going to come on yesterday, but my guest counseled on me. He took his wife to the comedy show in Atlanta. Hey, thanks, Ed Ford. I thank you, man, for your support. I really appreciate that. So I don't know when we're going to be able to get Paul back on here. I hope y'all supporting this channel. You know, he's funny. But before we get on the regular topic, I do want to talk a little bit about that video that I did previously. Everybody has a plan for the Philippines until they get hit in the mouth. You're getting a lot of information on here. Don't do this, don't do that. Bring this, bring that. And a lot of stuff you just can't plan for over here. That's why I tell you the best thing to do is just be boots on the ground. Prepare for a lot of stuff. Because I'm not going to lie, some of this stuff it's unexpected. So expect the unexpected. I can't say that. If you're going to Manila, prepare to be caught in traffic at some point during your stay, especially if you're in Metro Manila, one of the most congested cities on the planet. Prepare for that. Prepare for the long lines. Wherever you go in Manila, in the malls, I did a video on the cheat codes. Sometimes you have to go against the grain here. When everybody else is doing something, you do the opposite. So everybody's going to work and school and everything. This is when you need to be doing your shopping and getting your hair cut and going to immigration and all of that. You don't want to do it on the weekend or the holiday. What's up? I love the chai. He said this title is crazy. Yeah, but it's real, Adrian, because something happens to men when they come over here. Who you were before you came to Philippines and who you are after, two different men. I'm just going to tell you how it is. What's going on, Mike, down in Florida? Yeah, he says, I stay away from Manila. Me too. Now, what I will do, I'll go and visit. Hey, Blizzard Abroad, thanks for that super chat. He said, I appreciate you, brother Cal, man. I appreciate you. What's your new video about? If y'all can put up Blizzard Abroad's channel. What's going on, Rupesh? But yeah, thank you, Elizabeth. He said, can you prepare for the cream silk? See, that's what I'm saying. They'll tell you to plan. You can't plan for those magic words because you don't know how you're going to react. You can do whatever you want to do to me. Those are magic words, guys. If you've never heard that before, you're in for a treat. Okay. Rashad Smith says, is the post nut effect worldwide or the tune up in the Philippines just hit differently? Well, it probably is, but I can only speak on the Philippines, Rashad. That's where I am. And, me and come over here, I guess the same as they do Thailand, the DR, Brazil, and it's different. Okay, a lot of, hungry men come to these places. They dry as a bone and they come here and they whet their appetite. Remember what I was talking about? Just a few short weeks ago, all seemed lost. We're ready to give up. And you come over here and empty your sack on a continuous basis, you become a new man. You have a new outlook and attitude on life. See, that's the post-nut analysis. For some guys, it's like, okay, now that I'm full, my belly's full, my sack is empty. The Philippines ain't what they say it is. I'm headed to Thailand. And you see a lot of guys do that. You see they come here first, okay, and get that sack empty. Golden Gate said, there's things I can't plan for in the USA. So what would make me think I can be the Messiah and plan everything in the Philippines? Yeah, just be prepared is all I'm saying for a cold shower. Because some things like that are going to happen to you over here. Or the electric going out. You're right in the middle of a good game and then the TV goes out. And you don't know when it's going to come back on. Or the air is hot as hell. You just getting settled in. You got your cool drink and the air con goes off. You can't plan for that. You can plan though. Like, okay, if I have a brownout, I'm going to the mall. Or I'm going outside. I'm going to the gym, whatever it is. He said the 4B movement. What's that, Blizzard Broad? What's up, Angelo? He said, still pissed off that I had to leave during the politics conversation. No, I wasn't pissed off. I'm who I am every day. What's up, TJ? I saw that video you posted on Facebook. I think you were in Oakland. You back in the hood, seemed like. He said, what's good, y'all? In the Bay for one last night before tomorrow night's 14-hour red eye to Tapai. To pay. How you pronounce that? To pay. Had to cash out for the bid seat. My back wasn't feeling the ideal premium economy seating. I tell you, man, that's what I was. You read my man. I made it the post nut analysis part 2, but right before that, it was surviving the flight to the Philippines, TJ. I don't think men really understand, but we can talk about that too today. Hey, happy birthday, Angelo. This is Veterans Day in America. 45 years young. He said, Metro Manila is a big city for me living in Guam, but I go there 3 to 4 times a year. Yeah, I just go to visit, for a few days, man, and get out of there. I may visit one mall. I'll go to the Mall of Asia. Then I'll go to the Baywalk. And that's about it. And then usually where we stay, there's a few coffee shops right up the street, Starbucks and I think Coffee Bean. I'll get up early in the morning and walk down there. Yeah, I remember those grape nuts. Yeah, happy birthday. Yeah, Brocus erectus, I scrotum erectus. Oh, okay. No dating, no marriage, no sex, no kids. Okay, so that's what that is. The 4B. He said, just saw that about the 4B, bunch of crybaby lesbians. I'm not hip to that 4B. He says, William Davis says, I lost 85 pounds the last 5 years in the Philippines. I learned to be fine with no aircon, no glass in windows, and no running water. And still life is 100% better than it was in the USA. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to prepare mentally and physically. But planning is too much, man. They'll tell you. And then y'all think I just be on here yapping. Geo just put a video out, 10 things to do before you get here to the Philippines or something. And it helps a lot of people, but you're going to see all that kind of stuff. But, you know, when you first see that little porcelain bowl, there's no toilet seat, you know, you're not going to know what to do. There's no toilet paper. There's no soap in the soap dispenser. You can't plan for that. He said, the wife, my son, and I left Canada 14 months ago due to the slow death of our once great country. Yes, a change occurs inside you. Yeah, I think that we have to trust our instincts. We got more than five senses, guys. Napoleon Hill said we got nine, but a lot of times we fight against ourselves. How many times have you done it before? You say, "Man, I'm not going there. I'm gonna play this number today." You go up there, you're gonna play one number, and you decide, "Well, I better play this number," and you hit. Or you don't play the number, and your number comes out. That stuff is real, whether you believe it or not. Okay, he said 4B is women claiming no dating, no sex, no marriage, and no children with men. It's a joke for most of us. He says, I'll be in the Philippines next month. I want to come to San Carlos with the president to come see you guys. Hopefully you'll have your meet and greet there. Yeah, we can, man. You know, I guess somewhere around Christmas, I started trying to get that together, Mike. You know, I just kept, you know, all those razors you sent me. Well, you know, of course, the gel's gone, but I just used the last, because I use them like 5 or 6 times. They're really good Gillette razors. I just used the last one. Imagine that. What's up, Beach of Life? But yeah, just be prepared for a lot of that stuff. You can make a plan once you get boots on the ground. But let's talk about the transformation that men go through upon our arrival to the Philippines. Some people call it the post-nut clarity. I call it the post-nut analysis on the Philippines. Because the man you are before you come here and the man you are after, it's two different beings, man. You're two different people altogether, and people don't want to realize that. Look on the YouTube, man. I'm talking about I'm included. I've had that post-nut analysis. We're always lost. Now all of a sudden we got all the answers. Okay? You see it. You see guys walking around here 10 foot tall, chest poked out, making these videos and stuff like that. They've had their post-nut analysis. You know, and I don't care who you are, getting head every day takes some getting used to. I don't care who you are. No arguing, no begging. That takes some getting used to. No matter what they're doing, they could be in there cooking dinner. You'd be like, look, I need 5 minutes of your time, ma'am. And there they are. Now, we don't have that problem in St. Carlos. If I go to a regular restaurant, like when Ren and his girlfriend Jay, when they came here, we went out to Malwani the other day. I'm thinking that was, what day was that they came over here? I can't remember. But it was just a few days ago. Yeah, they gave us a knife. They give you a knife. a fork, a spoon. Now, if they give you if you order steak or ribs, you probably got to ask for that steak knife. But yeah, that getting head every day, man. That takes some getting used to. It did for me. When fantasy becomes real life, guys, because I'm gonna tell y'all something. And I don't care what anybody says. Life without sex for us men, it's maddening, man. It drives you crazy. You're frustrated. Life is hard. You don't want to be bothered with people. You're angry. But once you start emptying your sack on a continuous basis, that all changes. You can see clearly now. The world is a great place. You don't want to argue. One sure sign over here in the Philippines now, and I guess once they get back home, but one sure sign of men over here, there's a lot of grinning and cheesing over here. They come here angry. Now all of a sudden everything's funny. They're laughing all the time because that woman's got a hold of them. He says, I'm new to all this. What do you mean surviving the flight? What should you look out for? What do you mean, man? That's a long ass way, Clyde. When's the last time you sat on a damn aluminum can for 15 hours or 16, whatever it is? For me, it's 18 altogether. About 17, 18 hours. Man, that's a long flight, man. And if you're in premium or premium economy, you're not eating a lot. They're serving you very little. They may give you a snack every now and then. You're going to watch a lot of damn movies and it's boring. Now, the first time you come over here, that adrenaline's going to be flowing. And it's not going to seem that bad. But going back home and coming again, now, unless you got money like TJ, I got those big points, frequent flyer miles, and you can upgrade to business class or first class. Now you're talking. Otherwise, man, that's a beast. Okay? Don't ever let anybody tell you it's not. Hey, there's Paul Adventures, man. And see, you didn't take our advice, Paul. Thanks for that super chat. He said, can I come on the show this Saturday? Absolutely. But we suggested that you change your channel to No More Pizza because there's so many Pauls over here. Oh, Doug Nutrix, one of the biggest bloggers over here. He's Paul in the Philippines. Then they got Paul's Asian Adventure. You're not distinguishing yourself. But I mean, it's your channel. Something like No More Pizza would get people's attention. Like, what is he talking about? And they may even click on that. But Paul Adventure or Paul's Adventure? I think you can do better than that. But yeah, we'll have you on Saturday. I'll send you the link. What's up, 0007? Imagine. Welcome back. Welcome to the fourth quarter and to the Sunshine Shoulders community. Thank you for your support. He said, I just came from Thailand last week and I'm thinking of going back already, but I think I'm going to Cebu next week too. Yeah, I like Thailand. But you came over here and got your damn nuts empty first, Angelo. Now you're talking about, I want to go to Thailand now and Malaysia. You're the guy I'm talking about. That woman done. But see, that's what happens when you get pussy on the regular. Now you're ready to face the world again. He said, do you plan on coming to Thailand again? Absolutely. But I'm going to Vietnam first. And maybe I'll go from Vietnam to Thailand, then Thailand back to here. Absolutely, man. I love Thailand when I was there. I was only there for 5 days. I loved it, man. I'm not going to lie to you. It is a breath of fresh air. if you're listening to me now and you haven't come here yet, or you haven't decided on a place yet, I would move around. I know there's a guy, well, he's just going back and forth from Thailand to the Philippines, but I think his name is Brent Trippin. I met him before on the boulevard in Dumaguete. He's back in Thailand. And, he's going back and forth. I would do that, man. He said that airplane food causes gas, which could be deadly. Well, I'm going to tell you another thing. I don't know about anybody else, and I don't know why this happened. But when I get to the Philippines, I've got that. I mean, not diarrhea. I'm constipated. And somebody said it could be from the airplane food. I don't know. It could be from your nerves. I don't have any idea. He said, "Hey, Paul, get up on here." He said, "I'm rooting for you." Yeah, well, that's what everybody says. Are you married to a Filipino, Rob? Be honest, because that's the post nut analysis. Oh, I'm not here for the sex. Now, yeah, now that you had that full course meal, that young lady laying up next to you every damn night, see, you're not hungry anymore. Your appetite has been, taken care of. You satisfied your appetite. Of course, you're going to say that. That's the post nut analysis. But when you come over here, man, we're all got that hot pan syndrome. Now for you, life starts to slow down, right? You can see clearly the challenges that lie ahead. You're ready to face the world. Bring it on. I'm ready now. But just a few short weeks ago, you're beating yourself unconscious. Huh? Jacking off to pictures and memories. Let's get real on the live stream today. Quit the foolishness, man. You know that. During the pandemic, the lockdown, where they sold out of baby oil and Vaseline. We bought it all up. Y'all bought it all up. I was over here. Yeah, see, you've already got the post nut analysis. I'm not here for the pussy. But before you met her, see, that's what we're talking about. He said it could be from being dehydrated, not having enough water. He said, I know I don't drink much water on that plane flight over. Yeah, that could be it. I don't know what it is, Neil, but I'm constipated. And when you go 1 or 2 days without using the bathroom, man, but then they've got that, what do they call that? That little peel that they've got a laxative over here that's real good for you. Yeah, we know, Rob. You've got a post nut analysis. You can talk that talk right now. But just go back to before you met your wife. He said, Calvin, I got heartburn and gas on both flights. Yeah, something's happening on that plane ride over here. And I don't know what it is. Hey, Sonic the Dank. Oh. He said, not to beating myself senseless, though. Well, you're the exception, but a lot of men who haven't come over here yet, they've given up, man. Life is hard. They don't want to be bothered. They grumpy, angry. And then they come over here and get that tune up, man. And man, they running like $1 million now. What's up, Jarvis? He said, home of the Kansas City Chiefs. They got lucky today. But you need a lot of luck in that NFL. The guy got, you know, with 1 second on the clock, he gets the field goal blocked. What's up, JT? He said, Cal brings joy to my life. I'm sitting here in San Francisco on second shift hamster wheel with 15 years to retirement and get to enjoy this nitty gritty. Hey, thank you, brother. He said, Cal's a national treasure. Man, I'm glad you can appreciate what I be trying to do, man. He said he said the P was plentiful during the lockdown. Yeah, over here it was. I know it was. It made the lockdown go by so much smoother. I can't even imagine what the lockdown would have been like without that young woman by my side. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what I'm trying to get them to be honest with themselves, Rashard. They got to look in the mirror. He said, these dudes, self-righteous, knowing they're utilizing their passports with pussy on the brain. Culture comes later. Men need to be real. Yeah. There's Booby. Wait. You're right, brother. Thank you for like that. See you later. Because we're talking about something else. Okay. You getting what? Take your pillow and go out there and sleep. You're not sleeping in here. He said, pictures and memories. Yeah. Get out of here. Go on in there. Here, you want this phone? Let me give her this phone. Pictures and memories. Right. But if you go in the comments, E3L2PRSW, everybody's gonna say I wasn't me. I don't have a problem. I'm like, well, dude, why would you come all the way 8,000 miles for? Yeah. Oh, well, it's your report card, Booby. Good job. E is excellent. Look at all these E's you got, Booby. Wow. Excellent. Good job. Put that up before you mess it up. Put that up. Booby got a report card today. Hey, Marlon. What's going on, brother? Thanks for that super chat. How's everything in Texas? He said, Cal, I thought after the elections, all my problems are going to be solved, but I'm still going to work every day. I got bamboozled. I think we all did. You better put on your pants and lace up your shoes and get back out there. I saw today where they said that a lot of the people that got convicted in the January 6th riots were going to be pardoned. Now, unless you're one of those guys, everybody else, you got to do what what you were doing before the damn election. Hey, Joseph, he said, I wear compression socks on my long flights to and from the States. That's a good idea. I never even thought about that. Yeah, yeah. He said, men aren't building houses internationally just for mental space. That CAT infrastructure motivated them to build that infrastructure. Absolutely. And that's what I'm talking about. See, on one side, these guys, they come over here and, they're getting pussy on the regular. Life gets back to normal. Oh, the Philippines isn't good enough for me now. I'm going to Vietnam or Bali or Tokyo or whatever it is. Okay, they forgot about the misery of a few weeks ago when nobody wants you. This is what you had. You literally have your life in the palm of your hand. But now they got all the answers. I'm out of here. And then some guys that come over and like, yeah, the Philippines is everything you said it was, Cal. They start building houses, buying land. Okay, getting married again, at 80 years old. Sit your ass down, getting married at 80 and all that. That's the post-nut analysis. But before, I'm not getting married. I'm not doing anything, F the world. What's up, Don? He said, I always keep, he's always sleep like a baby from LA to Manila. Oh, you take that direct flight. I can't sleep. I gotta be really, really sleepy. I think I've slept on the plane maybe one time. I believe I did. But this when I came here December 5th, Don, 2018, for 15 hours, I looked at that clock. I was in that little aisleway. You know, as you coming through the plane, it as soon as you get through the business class, I'm right there with that long, you get more leg room. I bought those tickets. And you got that clock right there. I watched the clock for 15 hours, man. I'm watching a movie and I watch the clock. He said Bitcoin 81,540. Now lots of tax streams like Bitcoin. He said, Cal, I think I'm going to take your advice when I get to the Philippines and just stay single. I want to see what's going on before I get locked down. Man, that's a great idea, really. Because, you can always go to Walking Street and all those other places if you really, just need that. But man, you better see this place. And a lot of people, Mr. Untouchable, they put the Philippines down because they never been anywhere. Go to Boracay and then tell me that the Philippines isn't all that. Or some of these other places, Palawan, and all these places, man, where the men always say, "Oh no, I don't like the Philippines. It's this, it's that, or it's not this, it's not that," because they don't go anywhere. They stay stuck in Manila or Cebu or somewhere, man. Go to. I'm gonna tell you what. Okay, here's an assignment for anybody, excuse me, that thinks the Philippines isn't all that, because we're still on planet Earth, man. Go to Camigan Island. Pay that 300 pesos. Get in that boat and let them take you out there to that uh, white sandbar out in the middle of the ocean, and just look around. You're gonna marvel, man. It's a sight that you will be forever ingrained in your head. But you never do that. So you say, "Oh, the Philippines is nothing." Now, if you do that with a woman, it's good. It's just gonna cost you twice as much to see that. He said, "I'm definitely watching Bitcoin because I own a Bitcoin trust stock." Okay, now the other, I'm almost sure the other day it was like 60 something, right? Now it's 81. Why wouldn't you sell right now? He said, Dude Smith said, the tune up is the real deal, but they don't believe it. Okay, because they're over there talking shit. And that's something coming from armchair bro or plantation bro. People just who are never coming to the Philippines or anywhere. He said, make an old man stand up straight and drive a young man crazy. Yeah. What's that song? One of a kind, love affair, makes a lame man walk, make a blind man talk about sin again. That's what happened. You become a new creature. But we don't want to admit it. Okay? You're reborn over here, man. And anybody that can be honest with themselves and look at their life before the Philippines and after, there's a distinction there. Okay? Pussy on the regular will change your life. It'll bring your dead ass back to life, guys. Okay? People get tired of that old beating off and all of that stuff, man. But they're gonna say, "Oh, it's not me. I didn't beat off." There's a reason Pornhub and all of that is setting records right now. Matt says 12 more days walking, then I'm really retired. I'll be in Thailand after a couple of weeks in the Caribbean or Caribbean. I'm definitely pre-nut. Yeah, I know. Now, be honest, I want you to give that post-nut analogy, man, when you get to Thailand or wherever you get that ease and comfort that comes from the release of all that pent up frustration. It's liberating, man. Go on and admit it. Yeah, starting a family in your 70s and 80s. That's what happened. Guys come over here, man, and I'm talking about, man, I'm talking about 80s, 90s. That's what happens when they get over here. They putting the Grim Reaper on notice. Look, hold on, man, I'm not ready. He said, I love Knoxville, so it'll be an extra long flight. I live in Knoxville. That's what he's saying. Yeah, Lonnie, tell them again. They don't hear you. There's benefits to getting it on the regular. Man, you can't even deny that. Men who get it on the regular are happier than men who aren't getting it on the regular. Getting head every day, guys, takes getting used to. Okay? I dealt with women, man, where, I mean, they'll blow you up, man, and then 10 minutes later, they ready to blow you up again. And you're like, well, lady, I ain't got any knees left. You know, wait, it's the first time I've ever turned down some head. Okay? I know it's going to be good, but hell, I'm shot. My nuts is completely empty. He said, sleep on the plane. He said, Bose noise canceling headphones would do the trick. He said, the trip to the Philippines actually made me appreciate America more. I still want to leave, but I don't feel so stressed and anxious. Yeah, it will make you appreciate America more. That's a post-nut analysis because you can't appreciate it. You can't see the forest for the trees. We take it for granted till you come over here, because that's what happened on my first trip. I kissed the ground when I got back home. But the minute I got back home, I was making my return trip to the Philippines because I knew my life would never be the same again. You know, I could no longer fit in the bed at home. I was 10 feet tall. Walking on air, man. You know, what's good? Yeah, what's up, Thomas? He said, I had to stay in the bathroom on my flight here. That fish smell started making my stomach hurt, so I just stayed in there until they got done eating. What fish smell? He said, Cal, what's your opinion on the woke ideology in America and if it will affect the Philippines? I don't think it is, man. You can't change the Philippines, but the Philippines will change you. I'm kind of confused about what the woke uh, ideology is. Is it like, now, I used to really like Mark Lamont Hill. But the other day, you know, because I know this mainstream media is crazy, guys. When he was talking about, you know, because Trump said, okay, it's not going to be any more of that. You're going to be man or woman, right? He's calling he's afraid. He done bought it hook, line, and sinker because what's her name? Candace Owens said a transgender is a man, period, right? And he's arguing with her like, no, it's not a man. And I lost all respect for him after that. I'm like, dude, come on, man. See, I guess that's the woke ideology because he said, you know, Candace Owens tells it like it is. She says, it's just a man in a dress, right? That's what she said, not me. And he's like, no, it's just enough woman. It's just as much a woman as you are. I'm like, wow. Hey, to say that again, beats your life. He said, having options does that to you. We just want to be honest with ourselves that we're not the same once we leave this place. Upon your arrival, guys, you're not the same. Okay, all this stuff you was talking, Hey, Corey Moore, thanks for that super chat. He said, Cal, did you experience insomnia, jet lag after your first couple of trips to the Philippines? Every time. That's that 1,000-pound gorilla. It's going to be on your back. And sometimes, Corey, it may take a day or two, because the adrenaline, you're so happy. And then it depends on what time you arrive and all that. But yeah, it's going to get you. Look, I'm from Louisville, Kentucky. I'm Eastern Standard Time. So now the Philippines is 13 hours ahead of me. And then you put that on top of that 18-hour flight, man, you're coming across the international date line. It goes from night to day or day to night, whichever way you're flying. And you almost have to force yourself to stay somewhere near your hotel, man, because it's going to hit you eventually. Unless you like Don Ridgway and you're able to sleep on that plane when you're supposed to be asleep. So that way, when you get to the Philippines, you woke. But guess what? Okay, if it's 13 hours, okay, like right now, what time is it here? 10:10. That means it's 9:10 p.m. there. If I arrive in the Philippines right now, my body's getting ready to shut down. You can't, unless you fool your body some kind of way. But my body's getting ready to shut down because I'm certainly asleep by 10. He said that flight from Doha is effing brutal. At least for me, they all are. Imagine, I flew from Chicago to Hong Kong, 15 hours. Okay, that was the smoothest flight I've ever taken. The fasten seatbelt light never came on the whole time. I've never experienced that before. Never, not one time. But I bought the seats right by the wing because I know that you're going to get less turbulence. But the fasten seatbelt, it only came on during takeoff and landing. He said, preach, Cal, tell them just how it is because they won't believe it till they show up. I know. They won't believe it. A lot of men give up until they get over here. Now they're ready at 75 or 80 years old. They're ready to get married, start a family, build a house, and all of that. That's the post-nut analysis. He said, Mr. Cal, what type of work is available there? Well, most of the people that work here work remotely. Okay, you need you would need a work permit, a work visa anyway, and I don't know. What do you mean? Because the minimum wage here in San Carlos City is 485 pesos a day. So that's not even $9 a day, not per hour, a day. Is that what you want? Most people who are over here, like Kaz, he's got a remote job from the U.S. He's earning good money, and most people do that. They're digital nomads. They don't work over here. Yeah, that would be the thing. Start a business. Yeah. He said scrolling date naps 12 hours a day. Yeah, that's work. That's the best part-time job. And I did a vlog on that before. That the Philippines has to offer, period. Okay? These women are getting paid, man, over here. They're getting paid. Yeah, because you're Central Standard Time, right? Corey in Kansas. I'm Eastern. So the clocks went back. Yeah, you're going to need that remote work, which is easy to do. You find that over in America or wherever in England, because we met a guy, me, Michael Beach Alive, David, and we were coming from the Mexican place, and we ran into this guy. He recognized me, and we went to Starbucks, and he was from London. He said he picked the Philippines because he was coming from Thailand. He said he was tired of making visa runs every 30 days. Man, I'm gonna tell you, he says he tried to stay awake last night to watch them Steelers, but didn't make it. Boy, they're a different team with Russ back there. I don't know why people they better put some respect on Russ's name, man. You see that touchdown pass he threw? I mean, he just dropped it and he threw it where only the man could catch it and threw it right in the bread basket. They won 4 straight. They're much better with him. They're really a threat with him at that quarterback because he's coming from Denver. They didn't have really anybody around him. No, he's got a good running back. He's got good skilled players. They've got a good defense. They're going to be hard to beat, man. I mean, they're trying to hand that to Baltimore, but that's the team that I would say uh, is going to give Baltimore the biggest threat. Okay. Because, the law of averages is going to catch up with Kansas City like it does everybody. Look at New England now. That's all I'm saying. He said, "You going to watch that upcoming Tyson fight?" Yeah, I'm kind of. I've been watching Tyson train. Tyson's a beast, man. I don't think that guy has the mentality to beat Tyson. That's what Tyson said. He said, "This guy's a manufactured killer." He said, "I'm a natural born killer," and I agree with him. I don't think he can be. He don't have the mentality, man, to beat Tyson. It would only be youth. Everybody saying, "Oh man, Tyson's too old." Man, Tyson's in great shape to be his age. He said, "Cal, do you think if more and more expats move to the Philippines, it will eventually cause the Philippines to no longer be desirable, possibly due to oversaturation competition?" Absolutely not. They've been saying that ever since I've been coming over here. It's too far away. And, there's some things that you can't plan for over here, Sonic the Dank Hog. And a lot of guys, they won't live here. They'll come here and empty their sack, okay, and, and get their lives turned back around, and they'll go somewhere else. Because eventually the brownouts and all that other stuff, the heat, it gets to them. Only the strong survive over here. You either get the Philippines or you don't. I get it. I see why millions of people come here every year. I see why people like it here, but some people can't. You know, they're not cut from that cloth like I am. I know why this place is popular. Yeah, it's just it's just too many. It's not Thailand, man, where every 5 feet you stumbling over a foreigner because they only go to those 8 or 9 different places over there for 49 million tourists. Okay, there was a guy on today. I mean, he's probably a new guy because he's not getting that many views. He went to the slums in Thailand, and man, I was really shocked. I was like, wow, I've never seen that before. Somewhere in Bangkok, he went to where the people live by the railroad tracks, and it had just as much trash as you see in some areas in the Philippines. If you didn't know it better, you think you were in the Philippines, but nobody shows that. They only show Thailand as being a utopia. And the bottom line is, man, there is no utopia. Everybody has its strength. Every place has its strengths and weaknesses. I say just enjoy where you are. I'm not going to compare it. Coming here to the Philippines changed my life. Okay. If it ain't broke, I'm not going to break it. I'm not, I can look at myself in the mirror and tell you why I'm happy over here. Like I said, there's very few places you're going to go where you meet regular women. like this over here. He said, I'm a DOD contractor that's been working in the Philippines for 8 years. Well, once those bases get up and running, or even probably now, there's some openings, I'm sure, for a DOD contractor. Yeah, no, he's not, man. In all sports, it depends on the situation. He found the right situation. And Mike Tomlin, people on his case, oh, well, Justin, is winning and blah, blah, blah. The man knows what he's doing. He's like, you got to throw that ball. See, that the way they won, they would have never won with Justin because he wouldn't have. You got to give your people a chance. And Justin, he was too hesitant to throw balls like that with me and covered. That's what those guys are paid for, to go up there and make those plays. But you got to give them an opportunity. Man, Russell Wilson, man, y'all better put some respect on him, man. You got to realize, man, he used to be all that. How many Super Bowls would he have won if they'd have just handed the ball to the running back? What's his name? The Beast. Instead of calling that pass play. It made me think like, man, just sports might be fixed. I'm like, come on, man. Now, he done drove them all the way down to the 1 yard line. And then they try this old fancy ass pass play. Hey, Chad D, thanks for that super sticker. But yeah, but now that life's back to normal and our vision is clear, what do you see? Because most people are blind over here, man. But you won't admit it to yourself. That's all. They won't admit it to themselves that they're dry as a bone. They get over here and they whet their appetite. Now they can solve all the world's problems. You see it. All you gotta do is cut on YouTube every last one of them guys, every last one of them, instead of post nut analysis. Okay. I mean, guys who were rotting away in their country, they come over here and a woman gets a hold of them, and it's like night and day now. There's been a transformation. Life takes on a new meaning now. Y'all think it's a joke. It's not. From now on, when you look at these blogs, now that I'm telling you, bear that in mind. These guys have had a post-nut analysis. They're new men now. They're not the same guys. 100% of them. And then one guy says, well, what about me? I'm a gay. I said, well, gays are sucking dicks over here. They're getting their backs blown out too over here. You don't have to worry about that. You got that coming once you get here too. Okay? That's just being honest. He says, I fell in love with the way of life in the Philippines and the people. Yeah, after you had that post-nut analysis. Because the minute you get off the plane, you're getting it. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't care how long you've been celibate or men going their own way or whatever it is. Once that young woman touches you, your life changes. You have a new outlook and attitude on life. Then you say, oh, I like the Philippines. I like the country, the people. But it was only after she rocked your damn world, Mike. I've never met a man who came over here for anything other than to wet his whistle. Okay? Now, take that to the bank. He said, I stumbled upon your channel today, Mr. Cal. Well, see, I try to tell guys that all the time. I said, I've been on YouTube for 4 years, and some people are just now watching my channel. YouTube controls that. He says, I really like it. Personally, I'm 23 and just want a cheap, quiet, simple life with traditional conservative culture, unlike America today. And that's exactly what you'll find over here. That's exactly what you're going to find over here. The very conservative, the very traditional here. And that's why when, guys, okay, if you don't think people have a post-nut analysis, okay, remember the popular video that's going on right now where the 70-year-old, oh, I got 8 women that I'm got to choose from, I'm juggling, right? Now look at that first video. His hair is white like this. His eyebrows are white. He has a post-nut analysis. Now he's got auburn hair. He's dyed his eyebrows auburn, and now he's singing a whole different story. You got to understand, this guy was getting no play in America. Go watch that first video and you'll see. You know his dating was over there. He gets here, these women put it on him. Now, hell, he wants to look younger. He's trying to turn the clock back. That's a post-nut analysis. Oh, maybe it's not, maybe my life isn't over yet. Maybe I got, some more to do. He's a perfect example of what happens to men. Hey, Corey Moore, thanks for that super chat. He said, Calvin, with Trump back in office in 2025, he said, getting a Filipino visa approval might be harder going forward. No, because that's illegal. That's something that the Filipino government and the United States government, they worked out a long time ago during colonization. There's a certain amount of people that they're going to allow in America if you're Filipino. The K-1 visa. Trump is trying to stop illegal immigration, which, if you look at the figures, guys, which y'all people don't do it, we just listen. You can research this stuff easy. There's less border crossings during Biden's administration than when Trump left office. But you're not going to have a problem with that, Corey, because that's legal immigration. There's nothing he can do about that. He said, yeah, the post-nut, that's true. He said, that's true, too. You ain't lying. Yeah, I'm not trying to look at the skyline and all of that, because that's what we want. Yeah, you found your calling because it's a post-nut analysis. You're not even thinking about any of this stuff, man. You're still just as frustrated when you get off that plane as you were before you came. It's only after the woman gets hold of you, okay, and you empty your sack, does all this other stuff start awakening inside of you. You're dead, man. Just admit it, guys. Life don't mean nothing. It has no meaning. Okay, you giving up, man. You going to work, punching the clock, you don't want to be bothered. But the minute that you're able, to get that ease and comfort that comes with releasing all that pent-up frustration, life takes on new meaning. Now, oh man, look at the Philippines. It's so nice. Yeah. He said he was looking like Doc Brown in the first video, then become calm and brown hair in the second one. Thank you. Okay, I noticed it immediately. I was like, look at this guy. That's a post-nut analysis. Y'all think I just be on here yapping? Men undergo a transformation when they come over here. Now he's thinking he's something now. Dude, you was ready for the scrap heap over there. They had you a one-way ticket to the nursing home before you scrambled up on there, whatever he said he was earning, 2,400 or something like that, and said shit. Because the nursing homes, they take everything but $40. He gave it that one last try and came over here, and his whole life was changed. And a lot of men are doing that. Yeah, in one damn day. Y'all noticed it? It's funny, man. He says, it appears to me that only guys that don't get true clarity are the ones that believe that the women will simply lay down for them. Yeah, I don't know what it is I mean, I've said it so many times. Every man over here that wants a woman has a woman. I don't know. I don't understand why they're waiting for you to come over here. You got people telling you that's not true. That you're the prize. You're the one they're waiting. Okay, you're the lottery ticket, not her. Yeah, she's gonna change your life, but she's waiting for. They're waiting for us to come over here. Not every Filipino, but the ones who date us, who are looking for us. Well, I've already given you the pre-nut analysis. Okay, a life without sex for a man will drive you mad. Life is hard. Nothing comes easy. It's difficult. You've given up. Nothing matters anymore. You grumpy, you angry, you don't want to be bothered, Angelo. That's the pre-nut analysis. Okay? I gave it to you on the video. That's the pre-nut analysis. You restless, irritable, and discontent. It's like you being hungry at work, remember? But lunch is an hour away. You can't concentrate. Your stomach's growling. You can't focus. But once you get that food inside of you, now you're ready. You're ready for that last 4 hours on the hamster wheel. It's the same thing over here. You've given up. A lot of us crawl into the Philippines, man. We don't want to admit it, though. Go in those comments, you'll see, oh, it's not me. I get it on a regular before I came here. Yeah, well, what's up, Kaz? You one in a million. Really. You really one in a million. That's a chance of a lifetime. What's that, Larry Graham? What's up, Kaz? But yeah, I already gave you the pre nut analysis. That's what it is. You done forgot all those lonely nights over there. You beating yourself unconscious, Angelo. Okay, jacking out to pictures and memories. Yeah, or else you got a damn video on there. It's really you're really getting into it. You've done it so much your damn palms feel like sandpaper. But you don't care. You got to get off, man. And then you're ashamed of yourself. You go in there and wash your damn hands and your damn nuts and go back to work. Or whatever it is. He said, facts. Without women, that's exactly how I feel. A dead man walking, annoyed and easily frustrated. Yeah. Man, look, if anybody on here can be honest, you can be honest about that. If you're not getting none and you really want it and you know that you still got you're still capable, ain't nothing worse than that, man. Because I'm going to tell you, your memory and your fantasizing has nothing on a 20-year-old woman waiting for you at that airport. There's no comparison. I'm sorry. Yeah, he said he had 8 girlfriends. But that's a post-nut analysis. Now he's got all the answers. He's got all the, answers to, he solved the dating problem. He can tell you how to meet women over here and everything. This is exactly what happened. He went through that transformation. I believe that. He said Filipino women are unique. Once you go Filipino, you will never go back, and that's a fact. That's how it is for me. Okay. Getting head, let me say that again. Every day takes some getting used to. I don't care if you was a player over there. Okay. I'm just telling you that you're not getting that every single day if you want it. Twice a day if you want it. You don't have to beg for it. Like you begging over there. It just feels like it's their obligation or whatever. But you got to do your part. But we're talking all things being equal. Okay, there's no comparison. Yeah, yeah. But he's saying, oh yeah, they. But see, he's an expert now on women and dating over here, because he's saying, and they'll like you so much that they even want you to make love to their friends. And I'm looking at him like, dude, what kind of Filipinos are you dealing with? These women are jealous as hell. They'll cut your damn dick off. You trying to fool with another woman. You know what he did? But he claimed they're not bar girls. I'm saying, like, what kind of women is he dealing with? But that's the whole point now. But before that, he was on his way to the nursing home. He looked like it on that first video. The second one, that's the transformation I'm trying to tell y'all about. But y'all think I'm just uh talking on here. That's a perfect example. Hey, what's up, Laura? He said, expert on women. Yeah, that's a lot to claim. Yeah, what they say, to try to understand men, what women need to know about men is about like this. But for what we need to know about women is like that. They got that book from the floor to the ceiling. But he's got all the answers, Laura, now, because he's been transformed. He's got that post-nut analysis. Okay. They done took that damn old ass dick out of storage. You can see clearly now the dust is gone and getting rid of all that dust and stuff. He said, yeah, your birthday's every day there. It is. What's up, Cha D? Thanks for that super sticker. Yeah. He said he's ready for a Diddy party now. Yeah, I mean, it's hilarious if you see how he's changed. His demeanor, everything, guys. If you go on there, that's what I'm talking about. That's what happens to us. If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's, I think, foreigner, what does it say? Foreigner talking to, no, American talking to foreigners. What's the name of this channel? Where that man, somebody put that link up if you can find it. Because I want people to see this Michael Beecher life. Put both links up, the before and the after. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he said, who's he dealing with? These women don't play that, man. Maryland would tear me up. We still want to get you on here, Laura. We want to help support your channel. Laura's got a channel, guys. I want to see her. She's got a lot of potential. Okay, she can let us into the mind of the American woman. Okay, and she's around. She's a little bit younger than me, but she still will tell you that women her age have a lot to offer. And I would love to just hear what she really has to say on, dating. She's married though. And just how, maybe have a husband on her too, Laura, and just have him kind of tell his side of the story. Yeah, he said he ain't dealing with women. He's dealing with prepaids. Evidently, man. They're not gonna play that. Yeah, they like you so much that they even want you to fool with their friends. I'm like to myself, this guy's got all the answers now. He said, yep, no begging requires a beautiful thing. It is, man. I mean, I think of all Michael Dorsenbill said the Philippines are different. I think of all the ways they're different, that's the number one thing. There ain't no begging. Now you gotta make the first move and all of that, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, what's going on? And then Merle's like, well, I'm just laying here. You wasn't doing anything, That's funny to me. Because if I would try to touch my American wife, you don't touch me. That's all you want. You know, Lady, we've been together for 18 years. What do you mean that's all I want? He said, pulling the Subic Bay for Navy port call, they used to pull us on cattle trailers to the main gate. That's right. Yeah, 8 hookers, he said. He said, now I know why men in Canada seem so cranky. Yeah, in America, man. you know, because the end of the marriage, you're going through divorce, you ain't getting nothing, and everybody knows you married, so you. A lot of guys, we just don't want the choices. We'd rather go without, and you go without for a long time, and you become grumpy, man. That's just how it is. You don't want to be bothered with nobody, and then you come over here, and they empty it. You dry. I mean, you're they empty you completely. Okay, to the point where you're turning it down. I've turned it down before. I've never done that before. Oh, let me give you some head. Well, lady, you just did it 5 minutes ago. Wait, let me refill my sack. He said, I got my sack emptied my first 2 days here. She drained me so much effing. I got a skin in the game now. I prepared for this before I took my first flight to the Philippines. Yeah, you're a new man now, though. Okay, not a mod, so I can't post the link. He said, my girlfriend is always touching me to the point where I get annoyed. Yeah, because you've had your sack empty. That's the post nut analysis where you can say I don't want it, but you know what? You was itching to be scratched when you got on that plane to come here. If you ain't itching when you get on that plane, you ain't normal. He said, don't touch me. Yeah. Yeah, says he's never leaving the Philippines. That's right. I think this is what, the second one? You need to look at both of them to understand the post-nut analysis because he certainly went through it. He certainly went through that transformation. He's not the same man he was in that first video. I mean, this guy looked like, who's the guy on Back to the Future? That's who he looked like. And then on the other one, I don't know. I can't even come up what he looked like. Jackie Gleason on the second one. I don't know who he looked like on the second one. He said, thanks, Beach. My channel is so random, not really expecting a YouTube career. Well, boy, it's nice if you can get that. Yeah, that's the second one right here. 70-year-old expat with 8 girlfriends in the Philippines responds to his critics. This is where he's transformed. He's got brown hair now with brown, auburn or brown, and his eyebrows. Because see, y'all think I'm just be on here talking. Remember, I was telling you the guys do that. They come over here because I said, don't stop down your eyebrow and all that, right? They're doing it. Yeah, there's Laura's channel right there, guys. Let's give her some support. Laura, start turning your camera horizontal too when you do some of those videos. Let us see what's back there. That's a piece of advice somebody gave me because we all start like that with the camera vertical. And a lot of times people won't even click on your channel when they see you like that. It hurts my ass some kind of way. Now, when you're doing shorts, you don't have a choice. He said, hey, Cal, for your viewers who are on the younger side, I'd like to know what some life advice you'd give to someone in their early 20s. What advice would you tell your 23, 24-year old self? That, man, dream big dreams, man. Don't be afraid to put your dreams way out there and then start taking baby steps toward them, man. Always believe in yourself because nobody else is going to believe in you, man. Remember little Johnny? He's drawing at his desk. He gets caught by the teacher. What are you drawing, Johnny? He says, I'm drawing a picture of God. He says, Johnny, nobody knows what God looks like. Little Johnny said, they will in a minute. See, you got to believe in yourself when nobody else will. That's all I'm saying, man. Don't ever give up. What's the shortest commencement speech in history? I believe it was who was that? Who's the guy from Britain? The Churchill. It was only 6 words. Never, 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 never give up. 7 words. That was his commencement speech. And he sat down. That would be the advice I give because, man, obstacles are going to come, man. You know, and as a 23, 24-year-old, you think that you're going to live to be 1,000 years old. I would say start traveling too. See? And see what's out here. Know your options because when I was that age, I did. You know, I was chasing the American dream. I wasn't even thinking about Mexico. You know how old I was? Once I got out of the service, I'm not talking about being in the service. Once I got out of the service, I was in 2006, no, 2007. My wife and I went to Mexico. It was the second trip I won as an insurance agent. 2007 now, I'm 44 years old when I started traveling, man. Once I went to Mexico, we went to Playa del Carmen, man. You could not check that back. That's what I would say. Because, you know, Henry David Thoreau says it's not that man doesn't have goals. He sets them too low. They're easy to hit. You know, set it way up there and then don't let nobody else set your goals for you. When I started in the insurance business, my manager, he knew where I was from because he was our insurance agent. He was my mother's insurance agent for years. So he knew where I was coming from. He said, 50,000 should be your goal for the first year because to him, that was going to be a lot of money to me. He didn't know I was already reading Napoleon Hill before I ever became an insurance agent. That's the reason I became an insurance agent. And Napoleon Hill says, don't ever let anybody set your goal. So I said to him, okay, but I'd already set my goal. I set it at 80,000, which for me, man, that's crazy money for somebody coming from my background. I earned 87,000 my first year in the insurance business. Blew him away. He couldn't believe it. No, 82,000. They thought it was a fluke. Guess what? My second year, I earned 87,000. And then after that, I never earned under 100,000 after that. You know, when you put it out there, man, the laws of the universe are real. Universal law is real. I don't care if people put names on it. They call it God and all that stuff. It's the same laws, though. Harry Shoulder said, plan things out. Don't go to an area with heavy landslides and typhoon activity over the top. Yeah, I always say that. Know where you're going over here. I mean, that's really rule number one when you come to the Philippines, because we seem to think that there's just one Philippines, but it's not. I mean, believe it or not, just the other day, I don't know if I told y'all this, there was a hell of a typhoon in Cagayan. Go on YouTube and watch it. I mean, just the other day, I didn't even know it. I was looking through my YouTube, and one of my lines has, the Filipino news, the latest news is what they call it. Man, it was a typhoon. I mean, a real typhoon, blowing down buildings, overturning cars, flooding the whole 9 yards. I didn't even know about it. But here, the sun is out. Yeah, he said it's a pretty window in Manila right now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to know where you're going. Because one guy said he's a friend of mine, Freddie Sanders. He's been on here before. He's looking at some land in Bataan, right? I said, man, you better watch that weather. Yeah, I think that's in that Bicol region where they just said that that's central Luzon. You want to stay out of that area. Central Luzon, find out what the cities are, what's considered central Luzon, and eastern Visayas region, which is Leyte, Tacloban, Leyte, Biliran Island, and Samar. Yeah, he said one of my best friends had his roof collapse during the last typhoon. Yeah, you better know where you're coming. And see, I've got I mean, it's a pretty sight. But if that thing ever blows, I believe, even though I'm like an hour away, I believe I'd have to evacuate some kind of way. But you got to believe in yourself, man. I'm gonna tell you, when I bought my first house, I was 41 years old. It was 2004, and me and my wife. I mean, the closing took so long. My wife gave up. She said, "We'll never get that house right." And I was like, "Yeah, that's what you think. It's not your hard work anyway that's going into getting the house. I'm not gonna give up." Took us 68 days because if you buy a house, they checking your credit. You better have every I dotted and every T crossed. They coming back to me every day is something stupid. I have to fix. They need another paperwork. They need this. They need that. She gave up, even though she was on Section 8. I was basically homeless. Technically, I was homeless. I wasn't on that Section 8 lease, but she had given up. That's why I say, believe in yourself and nobody else will. And I finally got that call, man. I was happy, man. We went to the closing because she had to go with me. She had to sign it because I'm in Kentucky, even though it was my credit, my uh, income that got the loan, it still was 50% hers. And I just remember them putting the keys. I told them, put them in her. She's the non-believer. Put them in her hands. In my mind, I'm already living in the house. He said, should I start looking before I retire? I got 5 years ago. I want to get SSI and retirement, Social Security and retirement at the same time. So I'm set for money, not online dating at the moment. Well, you don't have to wait. You can still travel. That's why I tell people, Clyde, I mean, what's stopping you from traveling? Other than that damn system over there, other than that damn hamster wheel, where in America, if you get 2 weeks off, man, they're not gonna let you take the whole 2 weeks. I remember, I'm talking about my whole time working, man, 40 years. Okay, I was working for WellCare health plans, and I took 3 weeks off, man. That I had, man. My manager was, man, he wouldn't let me rest over here in the Philippines. He's calling me. When you coming back? 3 weeks. He said, how do you stay cool during a brownout? Good question. You go to the mall. If there is a mall, or to the restaurant or somewhere. But at night, Philippine paradise, when it hits you at night, that's when it kicks your behind. You have nothing to do. You're going to suffer, man. You're going to open up those windows and nothing's coming through. No air, nothing. Okay? I'm sorry. And they try their best not to have them at night, but sometimes they can't help it. And sometimes they'll just go off for like an hour or two, man. Man, you know how crazy that is because you're not used to it where you come from. I mean, just for 1 hour to not have Wi-Fi, aircon, TV, electric, no, you can't go and make a cup of coffee. You can't warm up. You can't make a piece of toast. You can't do anything for 1 hour, man. It'll drive you crazy, man. You can't plan for that. You just gotta prepare for it. Like, what am I gonna do? I better be mentally strong when that hits, and hope it don't hit on your two weeks, which you probably be in a condo or a hotel where they'll have a generator. But once you start living over here, man, you become somebody new. Now, a lot of times you look at Westerners as soft because this place would toughen you up. You have no choice. Yeah. She says I'm a weather wimp. See, and it's the other way around. Like if I go back to America now, I don't even have a winter coat. I don't even have a winter coat. You know what I wore over here in December 2018? A hoodie, a pullover hoodie, Baltimore Ravens pullover hoodie. He said once you reach 62, you don't need to retire. You can retire 63, 64, 65 through the 70s. Every year is a change upward. Yeah, it is. But you know, if you're not working, okay, if you retire from your job at 62 and you don't have any more income, I would say um, we get mad at 62, or if you're not earning more than the 22,000 plus that you can earn, where it won't affect your benefits. See, that's the thing. You say, yeah, the beer gets warm, everything. And you remember, guys, if you over here, you start living over here and they have a brownout, make sure you unplug everything because you get that power surge, man. It can mess up computers and everything. So you unplug your refrigerator for 6 to 8 hours. Those are the real brownouts where they give you an advance notice from 4 o'clock in the morning to 6 p.m. You're gonna be without power such day. Now you start playing it over here. It's crazy. Yeah, man. But because you had that post nut analysis, you ready for a brownout. What's a brownout? It's nothing to me. You know, you 10 foot tall now. You your own damn electricity now. You know, but nothing worse than trying to get it on in some stifling heat. I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't do it. I don't care how fan you are, stifling heat. Because there's a reason I got my aircon right there. It's right on my bed. He said, truthfully, there's only two things that I'm mostly afraid of in the Philippines: giant venomous snakes and huntsman spiders, and hospitals holding me hostage because I don't have my card on me. Well, where I am, there are no giant venomous snakes. There are snakes over here, but they're not walking down the street, Sonic. You know what I'm saying? In clear sight. A lot of that stuff because just the other day on the news, they had a lady, she's in the province though. A big anacondas in a damn somewhere outside of General Santos, but they're in the province. I mean, it's a big ass anaconda. Man, you're not gonna see an anaconda around here. The spiders you see here are these house spiders. They're not gonna bother you, but they scary as hell. They'll scare you to death. The first time you see one, you'll shit your pants, like I did in Zamboanga, and this one was pregnant, but I didn't know it. I'm like, well, damn, what the hell is that thing? I'm laying in bed reading, and it's up on the ceiling, man. I couldn't sleep for 3 or 4 days because all I kept seeing was that thing falling on me. But you're young, see. So he talking about hospital. Get you insurance now, where it's basically, man. You know what a policy over here would cost you as a 23-year-old healthy man for practically nothing. I can imagine what it would be. Okay, if it's 26,000 pesos for the whole year for me for 1 million in coverage, I'm 60. I'm 61 now. What would it be for you at 23? Okay, that's all you have to do because they're not gonna hold you hostage once you come to. Okay, and remember we talk about this all the time. You're gonna have to learn to trust somebody over here. One of the biggest problems John had, his girlfriend had when he died was and she didn't know his ATM card. I'm like, damn, y'all been together for his ATM number. If I'm with a woman for 2 years and I don't trust her enough to give her my ATM card, we shouldn't even be together. Trust is greater than love. Yeah, but see, we get so little brownouts in St. Carlos, but for some reason we get a lot of little short ones here lately. But we get so little, it's not even worth the cost for real. If I was in Dumaguete, absolutely I would. They get far more brownouts than us. He said, glad I love the heat. I love it, but sure, I have occasional struggles from time to time. I don't have a problem with the heat, but in a brownout, it's different. I love it outside. See, I was wanting Marilyn to go walking with me this morning at 7 o'clock. She said, no, it's too hot. But for me, I could have easily did that. I like to walk around that time. I'm talking about when you're in this house at night, at 11 o'clock, and the damn power goes out and don't come back on till 4 o'clock. Hopefully you're in a deep sleep and you don't notice it. Otherwise, man, it's something you got to get used to. He said, I hate the big ass cockroaches here. They freak me out when they're inside the house. They don't bother me because I know I only see them when it's going to rain. But they are big. But the regular cockroaches over here, they fly, man. They look just like a regular roach that you see at, if you got roaches at home. But you go to reach them and they'll take off flying. It's just them spiders the only ones that get me. And I've only saw one since we've been here. And then you walk toward it and it go hiding somewhere. I don't know where they go. Because normally I step on them, man. I'm sorry. I throw water on them because uh, them things are scary looking, man. They're seriously about. They're not as big as my hand, but they're ugly looking, man. I'm not used to them. He said, "Yeah, go live in the mountains and you'll really see what's up." That's the one reason I don't want to live in the province. Okay, when I had my meet and greet up in Angelique City, we met a nice couple. And I'm trying to think where they live. I think they live in Lady somewhere because they traveled a long way to my meet and greet. No, they live in Cebu, northern Cebu, but they live in the province. Oh, man. Because I asked him, I said, what kind of, you know, animals and stuff y'all seeing, right? He said, well, wait. He showed me a picture, man, one of them big ass lizards. We get the little ones here, okay, and then you get the ones that's like 6 inches in Sicky hole, but they got the big one. It was in their window, man. And his wife, she's the one, she's from there. There's nothing to her. She pick it up and throw it out the window. Man, if I ever saw something like that, I'd be done, man. Yeah, well, you come over here, you're gonna see some stuff. What's up, Chief? He said, when Cal was here, I ran out of my bedroom when I saw one in there. He probably thought I was crazy. They don't bother me, those big cockroaches. I've gotten so used to them, but they scare everybody else over here. We call them water bugs at home, but they are cockroaches. Yeah, it just depends on where you live. It's just not worth my expense because people say, "Oh, when are you gonna get solar?" I'm like, "Well, hell, when do I need it?" I mean, it's gonna take me a long time. I mean, solar here is expensive. It's still like the digital watches when they first came out, the VCRs when they first came out, computers when they first came out. You couldn't afford them. Remember those digital watches, man? Just a basic digital watch was $300. Now you can get one for $1. He said, well, my lady unplugged everything but the refrigerator when we go out. Yeah, we don't go that route because they're gonna charge you anyway here. I don't think it makes a difference. Yeah, it was. It was. And I was like, man, that thing is ugly. I couldn't sleep. But you can't plan for that type of stuff, Gerald. And that's what people they don't tell you. You can't plan for that. You go into man. When I was living with my son's grandma down in Zamboanga, now they live in the squatters area. They're um, they got a house, and it's, it's livable. But I'm saying they're in the squatters area, so when you go in the bathroom, everything's not finished like this house. You see these walls are finished. It's not like that there. And man, in the middle of the night, if I got to use the bathroom, man, you're scared, man. You tiptoeing down. I'm knocking on stuff to let whoever's in there know I'm coming, because there's rats and everything. But I just didn't want to see either that spider or that rat. And when you cut on that light, there's no telling what you're going to see in that bathroom. He said, my wife told me about someone who died from a snake bite because they were lying on the couch and there was a snake hiding inside the couch. Yeah, you normally see stuff like that in the province, man. He said, 23 years old, I was backing those bear posts down over there. Yeah, I'm doing it at 61. Well, no, his money was mostly tied up in mutual funds. It wasn't in his. I mean, but it doesn't matter. If a woman's gonna take $1 from me, I'm getting rid of her. But okay, so that means the woman you're with right now, Angelo, if something were to happen and you're unconscious, it's just your ass. You're gonna tell me that that woman that you're with now, you wouldn't give her your ATM number? Merlin's got, man, I'm sorry, man. We've been together going on 6 years. We got a daughter together. If I'm unconscious, if I can't trust her for that, but she doesn't have my card, she's got my number. She needs the card. She can't do anything without the card. But damn, you gotta trust somebody over here, even if it's another expat, okay, who doesn't live in the same house. And I could have came over and said, here's Janessa, here's his number. I mean, it caused her a lot of problems, man. You know, I want to thank the Sunshine Shows community, man. We gave her 117,000 pesos or something like that. She was able to get him out of that freezer and have him cremated. Because according to her, the family didn't give her nothing. Because the attitudes that we have in the West about people over here. She's only, for your money. Yeah, initially, but love does develop in a lot of cases. Oh yeah, we saw a rat the other day, but I'm talking about more than likely you're not gonna have it in your house, cause it's not gonna be in that province. I mean, it's not gonna be in that condo you're living in. If you got a rat in that condo, I'm out of there. I'm not gonna pay all that money for rats. Okay. The lizards that I see, they're the small ones. I don't see one in here. They don't bother me. It's those ones that like down in Sicky Horn, the ones that man had in his window. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Laura. Take care. Yeah, the monkeys too. Yeah. And remember I was telling y'all go to Comegan, but they got monkeys in the trees over there. And that'll scare you. Because I got a friend, man, he follows my channel, man, Scott Fortune. He lives on Comegan Island, man. It scares his wife. His wife keeps the doors and windows shut at all times. I don't blame her. Yeah, I really don't know if Trump had anything to do with that or not. I think a lot of that had to do with just inflation, man. The cost of living is higher now. Um, it's just like saying 10 years ago when I bought my wife and son over, it was, I paid a lot then, so I can imagine somebody doing it now 10 years later. That I-129 petition is going to cost more. He said it cost 530. Now I think it was 3. 2 something, then 3 something, something like that. Everything's probably more expensive now. The medical, the interview, you got to pay for all of that. Her accommodations, the flight to Manila if she don't live in Manila, and all of that. Because I got a guy right now in my email right now. He paid for the interview, but they said they didn't get it. So he said, should I pay again? I was like, look, unless her medical's getting ready to run out, I'd say hold on, man. I wouldn't pay again. Wait till you get your refund. Unless her medical's gonna run out. Because we let the medical run out on my wife because my son was a US citizen. I didn't know it. We put him as a K2. He went through the whole process. They get to the interview. Oh no, you got to get his CRBA. So by the time he got that, now her medical expired. So she had to take that again. Yeah, it is. It is a good idea. We do it. Unplug your stuff, man. Doing a brownout. He said, man, the first time I came here in 2019, my girlfriend at the time told me if you need to use the CR, you can go to the Jollibee down the road. That's crazy. Yeah, but I don't think Trump had anything to do with that. But even if he did, even if it was 5,000, Neil, we're gonna pay it. Okay, because remember the post nut analysis, you're like, 5,000, that's nothing. What am I saying? You're a new man now. You can handle that. I mean, imagine guys over here getting married at 80, 75, 80, 85, 90 years old. What's the point of that? That's the post nut analysis. 80, 85, and 90 years old? That's right. That's right. He said, okay, I'll be honest. I think I would trust my girlfriend with it. Hell, I just lent her, what's it, 12,000 so she can show money for her tourist visa application. That would be the ultimate test. Yeah, she's going to give that back. If I couldn't trust Merle, trust is greater than love to me because you'll never know if somebody loves you. You'll know if you can trust them. Now, she don't have to have it all. Yeah, yeah, he said, yeah, F that. My lady got all my financial. Yeah, yeah, you never know. I mean, if you were a woman over here, you know, a lot of women, a lot of the 5% or whatever it is, they give the 95% a bad name. The only reason that the Philippines is not littered with our heads is because it's not in them to do it. Just like the guy said, he wanted a traditional conservative woman. That's usually what you get over here. The women that we meet are good women because we certainly stick our necks out there. But the few that go out there and really screw us over, they give the rest of them a bad name. You know, I know what that's all about. Yeah, you got to trust her. Yeah, you're in the wrong relationship, man. If you can't trust a woman, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, he said the government fees always go up. Even I believe the CRVAs went up just a little bit, not that much. Because remember when I first got my passport, it was $95. Now I believe it's $135. So when I go to renew it, it's going to cost me more than when I got it to begin with. He said, yeah, unplug your stuff. Our aircon got fried and had to be replaced. My laptop too on a different occasion. You better unplug that stuff. Yeah, 10% of men, 90 are still having sex, man. That's when I was talking about those age gap relationships. So if you're a 90-year-old man and you still getting it up, what 90-year-old woman is going to be around, to facilitate that? Huh? They're not going to do it. She can't even, do nothing. Her throat's too dry to give you a blowjob. 90 years old? Yeah, I'm just saying that's what happens though over here. When you go from dry as a bone and then you have your appetite, you whet your appetite over here. Man, y'all know what sex is for a man. Yeah, he's going to marry one of the two of his favorites because that's all he could do. But look at the other video now. He's changed. He's Fred Astaire now. He's not even. He went from being the guy on Back to the Future. Yeah, he's Fred Astaire now. Yeah, it is, in my opinion, it is greater than love. You got to trust somebody to love them. Okay, guys. Yeah, I'm getting ready to get off here too. But thank y'all so much. He said passport is 130 now. Yeah, I thought it was 135. Yeah, it's more than what it was when I bought it. Because my passport is getting ready to expire, man. Which I hate myself for letting it get all the way down to the nitty gritty like that. I should have, because I'm stuck here, man. I can't get in any country now. Most countries won't allow you in unless you got 6 more months. And I've only got 4 months left. As a matter of fact, in America, it's November the 10th still, which means I got exactly 4 months because March the 10th, my son's birthday, as a matter of fact, it expires. So I'm gonna go ahead and what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna get my extension early for December. I'm gonna go like December 1st. Then I'm gonna go to the consulate here. That way it'll give me more than 2 months to get my passport back. Because when I renewed my son's, man, it was here within 30 days. It was here. Oh, and they were on my case to get, because I had it mailed to me. Oh, they was on my case. Like I'm really gonna kidnap my son, but that's the way things is over here. Okay, guys, thank y'all so much for all your super chat, super stickers, all your thumbs up, all your support for Sunshine Shoulders. Thank y'all for watching my videos and everything. But that post-nut analysis is real. You become a new man once you get over here. And a woman gets a hold of you, you hear those magic words. No more begging, guys. That's over. See, of all the things that makes the Filipino different, in my case, no begging puts her at the top. But I was watching a video today, okay, because y'all think I just be on her talking. Okay, it was a woman from Switzerland. She came over here and married, well, she did the K1 visa on a Filipino man, took him back to Switzerland. They got married. Now they're back in the Philippines for a vacation, right? So once I clicked on her video, now all these other videos are coming up. A Brazilian woman, Sweden, Ukrainian. I told y'all a long time ago, women are coming over here. Western women are coming over here, dating and marrying Filipino men, but they get passed. When you see a woman over here from the West, you think, oh, she's a missionary. She's going to college. She's on vacation. No, they're over here dating and marrying these Filipino men. I told y'all that years ago because I was seeing it. But now if you go on, I think the name of her channel is Switzerland and the Philippines. Because you know how it is on YouTube. You click on something and then now they're going to bring up other similar videos. You're going to see Ukraine, Brazil, Sweden, on and on. And I was like, wow, I told Marilyn, I said, see what I told you? But they get a pass, not us. We come over here, we're pedophiles. We're dirty old men. Okay, because even if you think in your mind, oh, I'm going to sneak over here to the Philippines. Now, they know why you over here. Okay, you're going to get that transformation too. So take care, everybody. I'll see y'all next time. Don't do anything stupid.